Forgive me. Too slow. Nice try. This one. That's better. Get him. You didn't see that coming. That must be the bridge. So shall the waters cleanse thee of thy burden, and bear it out to sea.
And now they are truly free.
I hope so. What of the Imperials?
A pyre was made. It's more than they deserve. We should go back. Cole is worried about Martha.
All right.
We've been speaking with the Blood Axes about this
Best stay where we are for now, I reckon. The boys from the garrison.
We'll return to the hideaway as soon as we've finished our ministrations.
Brother, no bumping into them again.
No one survived then?
I'm sorry. Before he passed, one of them bade me tell you not to blame yourself.
Doesn't mean I won't. Doesn't mean their blood's not on my hands. Cole said you cast their remains. That was good of you. But it should have been me. This was all my fault.
How? You couldn't have known.
But I did. And I turned a deaf ear to the warnings like the fool I am. The rumours started moons ago. Of black-clad devils descending on villages in the dead of night to slit the throats of sleeping bearers. But I assumed it was all just nonsense concocted by the Empire. Nothing but a ghost story meant to make folk think twice about lending a hand to a fugitive bearer.
And in ordinary times you would have been right. What these Black Shields are doing is unthinkable. Which begs the question, why do it at all? My mother obviously has a hand in this. I cannot make sense of her actions.
And picking what goes on in that woman's head is a job for someone with more time on their hands. Right now, I need swords and men to wield them, preferably big ones. If those Imperials think they can come in here again and threaten my people, they're in for a rude awakening. Oh, before I forget, a Stolas from Otto landed just before you arrived. He asked me to tell you that Gav has returned.
Then we must as well. Will you be all right here, Martha?
We can stay longer if you wish.
No need. I'll be ready should the Imperials come calling. Though I wouldn't turn my nose up if you were to lend me a pair of them strapping young curse breakers. Those poor souls died to give me a chance to save others. I won't let their sacrifice be in vain.
If you don't mind, Sid, I'd like to stay here with Martha. Just until she finds someone to guard the rest, that is.
Martha's a stout soul, all right. Anyone else will be out cold after what she's been through. Try not to move.
Oi! You there! You handy with that sword of yours? Of course you are. Bet you're a bloody marvel with the thing. Now, question is, are you willing to use it or not? 'Cause a flock of noble chocobos are in need of help.
Chocobos?
You heard me right. Wild birds? The big ones? And not just any chocobos at that. Whiteheart and her flock are the bravest birds you ever did see.
Chocobos?
It's true. Why, they saved me from a gang of footpads. Oh, go on, then. There's a good...
Where can I find...
I saw him cut across the way over yonder. rotten scoundrels would drive you save Whiteheart and her flock, you hear me? There ain't a plucky a bird, and don't worry. You'll know her.
I'm sure I will.
And good luck to you. Thank you.
Whiteheart. That's quite a name for a chocobo. A white feather. I thought Ambrosia was one of a kind. Speaking of brave birds, looks like they went that way. All right. Sick of. Stay down. Eat up. These chocobos aren't going down without a fight. They're in trouble.
We got you cornered, Feathers. You didn't think you seen the last of us, did you? You've been bad for business. But I reckon someone will pay good coin to mount your head on their wall.
Not around here, they won't.
Oh. And why's that, eh?
Because she's something of a hero in these parts. You hurt her, and I hurt you.
Piss off. Or better still, how about we hurt you both?
All right then. But don't say I didn't warn you.
Garuda!
Nice try.
Get him!
You're safe now. White Hart, I presume. Do you know her, boy? That scar. It couldn't be. Ambrosia. It is you. You survived. And you found yourself a flock.
Oi! Is it over? I thought I'd come and see how you were getting on. Oh, you sorted the bastards then. I knew you would. And the whole flock made it through unscathed.
Thankfully, they did. And not only that.
Well, I'll be. I never stopped to think our hero here might once have been someone's mount. Though I dare say she'd suit a fine fellow like yourself. Reckon our feathered friend must have learned a thing or two from her master. Kind-hearted warrior that you are. Bird like her would have cost a princely sum. You born a lord or something?
Well,
Oh, no, sorry. I didn't mean to pry. Don't matter who you are. You done right by me.
What is it, girl?
She wants her master back, I reckon. Told you. And it seems her pals agree.
Is that it? You want to come with me?
Well, bugger me if this ain't a heartworm. Oh! Doesn't she cut an handsome figure, eh?
She does indeed. How much do I owe you?
Ah, a few scraps of leather's the very least I owe old White Hart. Oh, I'll be sad to see her go, of course. But she's earned her right to happiness and more besides. Don't you worry, we'll get along just fine without her. You hear that, White Hart? You've earned yourself some time off. You have fun traveling with your master now. You seem awful familiar now I get a proper look at you. That's it. When those chocobos swarmed my cart on the road, didn't you? No.
Must have been my double.
Oh, must have been, eh? Oh, that'll be the excitement getting to me. Silly sod that I am. Babe. Anyhow, best...
You take care of your flock for now. I'll call you when I need you. Come on.
Faster!
I can walk from here.
Try not to move. You'll only make it worse.
Where's Gav?
Gav should be back by now. Gav should be back by now. Gav should be back by now.
I hear there's trouble. But none of the curse breakers have returned.
Ah, Clive! How I've missed that scowl.
Where's my report?
What, no kind words for your old pal Gav?
If it's kind words you're after, you're fishing in the wrong barrel. Now sit down, you fool.
So, you remember how quick the Empire was to occupy the Dominion after the fall of Drake's head? And how pissed off all the other nations were that they didn't think to do it first?
Half a century of independence gone at the whim of a madman. So much for their bloody treaty.
Clearly, the promise of unblighted land and the world's supply of crystals was too much for his radiance to resist. And now the Republic's finally decided to follow suit, using liberation as an excuse to declare war on Sambrek. Lined up right outside the Dominion's gates as we speak, looking to starve the Imperials into submission.
And now all eyes are on the Strait of Author.
Well, the two nations beat their shields. The rest sharpen their daggers, ready to set upon the war-weary victor. They'll never see us coming. It's time we moved on the Mother Crystals. Four Mother Crystals remain in Storm and Ash. Drake's Breath near Ironhome. Drake's Fang in Dhalmekia. Drake's Spine in Waloed. And Drake's Tail here in the Crystalline Dominion.
With the bulk of the Republican army marching to Twinside, Drake's Fang will be left exposed.
That is exactly the move Kupka would anticipate. And if there is anything these past 5 years have taught us, is that he loves his traps. There is one place, however, where nobody will be expecting us to go.
Drake's Breath.
There's a shitload of sea between us and it, and I've never been much of a swimmer.
I have an acquaintance in Port Isolde who may be able to help.
Who's that then?
My uncle, Byron Rosfield.
Lord Byron Rosfield of the Seven High Houses, the trade magnate with holdings in over 100 cities. Wait. Rosfield. And you're a Rosfield, of course.
My uncle's name gave him his start in the world, but it was his acumen which earned him his fortune, along with a handsome fleet of ships.
Well, it's settled then. What are we waiting for, eh? Huh?
What are we waiting for, indeed?
What can I get you, Sid? How am I getting on? Ah, about as well as you'd expect of a barmaid pouring sour ale for penniless outlaws. And it'd be worse than that if Molly here didn't make the best stew. Don't tell her you heard that. How am I getting on? And it'd be worse. Don't tell her you heard. Don't be a stranger, Sid.
But none of the curse breakers have returned.
Think it's all right to touch him?
I don't know. You go first.
Clive. Thinks you ain't too bad. Nah. 'Cause I haven't. Still. What do you want? Anything else?
It's not.
Won't be long now, Martel. They'll try your apple. Sid, I am...
Is everything all right?
Oh, yeah, it's just... well...
It's good to know there's something of the old...
Martel's pride and joy. It was a sapling when she rescued it from the rub. I took it on, you see, after she... well, after she died. And now the fruit's fine. And not only is it ready, it's actually tasty. Sweet as you like.
Impressive.
I thought this first harvest could go to the curse break. You couldn't take them some, could you?
It'll be nice being the bearer of good news.
Oh, she always had a soft spot for that lot, see? And once they've had their share, I'll see to it. Here you go. Martel apples, they're called. In honour of them. You hear that, Martel? Today's finally the day.
Did you come through the forge today? It smells like a still.
Would
explain Blackson's mood. All that pounding must be splitting his skull. I hear there's trouble in Rosaria. That broom's as ragged as...
You two look like you could use something to eat. Here. Courtesy of Martel.
Martel. Now, where have I heard that name before?
Weren't she the girl from the Furrows?
Of course she was.
Aye, and brave as a bane might. Remember when she ran back into the hideaway to collect them trees when Titan attacked? Wait.
These aren't those apples, are they? Well, I'll be. She'd have been proud, and rightly so.
Others weren't so lucky, though.
A gift from the backyard.
Blimey, these take me back. Old Sid was the only one who could stomach the things. He'd have them right from the branch, made Martel livid. Not that...
That sounds like the Sid I knew.
Planning on keeping that... Hang on. I'm glad to see someone carried on what she started. Kind of reckon she'd be happy knowing all that. Clive, tell the lad down...
Well, I've got... You can leave the basket with me. I'll see that the...
That was the last of the apples. I should head to the backyard and pass along everyone's regards.
I'm planning a journey.
Cursebreakers send their thanks. They were clearly very
They remembered her. I suppose she was very kind. Even to a tongue she put everything into her work. When she died, I named a sapling after her.
And through you. Her dream...
I didn't do anything.
By the way, Otto's expecting...
Of course not, no. They like your fruit, Martel. Isn't that wonderful? I'd say... Just look at her. Isn't Martel in fine fettle? What about young Boffy here? He's got some work to do if he wants to catch up with his brother Kenneth.
This tongue here pulls the black from the lake water and renders it clear. You'll have to ask Mid if you want to know how it works, though.
It's not...
What's the matter, Nectar? The hunt board? It's where the Cursebreakers post sightings of particularly fearsome beasts. Just because they can't be dealt with when they're spotted, doesn't mean they can't be dealt with. Right. The people of Valisthea are going through a lot already. The last thing they need is ungodly fiends terrorizing them on top of everything else. Then perhaps I can. I don't think so.
Oh, Clive! Welcome.
The patron's wisp, does that mean someone else is taking care of our friend's donate?
Oh, no, that's still me. It's just Karen has her toll, Blackthorn has his hammer. I thought a new name. I still catalogue every item that arrives, in addition to setting aside those Business is busy. Still. Words are immortal. Your benefactors are a generous lot. You earned this. All yours. All done?
Fancy a look at the list, do you? Oh, same old. So, oh. And Sid. But he's still with us too. Here you go. Seen enough?
Without a ship to carry you there, Drake's breath might as well be on the moon. Arthur's all right.
Yep. Others weren't so lucky, though.
And how may I assist you today? What is it that you wish to learn? Of course.
Study it well, Clive. The state of the realm is ever-changing, Clive.
That room's as ragged as goat's blood.
I hear there's trouble in Rosaria.
Think it's all right to touch him?
Do you think it was wise to leave, Gav? He didn't seem pleased.
I needed his eyes and nose in Dhalmekia. I'm not about to let Kupka take us unawares. Besides, he has a knack for that sort of thing.
That he does.
And wasn't it Sid who said that matters such as these are best left to dominance? Especially should one of his beloved opportunities to grow and change present itself.
I always knew that I would return one day. Return to Ironhome.
For what?
After learning the truth, you were given the chance to face your past. If I am to continue at your side, I must do the same.
We will face it together then.
To the end.
Come on.
How far do you think your mother's reach extends? Will we find the same tragedy in the south as we did at Martha's Rest?
More than likely. Which is why we should hurry. There are still many settlements between here and Port Isolde. We visit as many as we can and hear their stories. Starting with the village of Amber.
safe.
Awaken!
Run like the wind. You deserve a rest.
Over here! Faster!
Thanks, Gal.
Go for it!
This one.
Get off! Over here! This one! Garuda! Over here! This one. Get him. This one. Go, go. Get him!
Ambrosia.
Mockery of justice is what it is.
Quiet, you!
Jill, look.
Rosaria must be cleansed of the stain which Twould be a pity to make examples of you all.
Of course, your lordship. You shall have our...
What business could the Black Shields have in a village this small?
Then they must be here for...
You fancy dancing a gallows jig like the miller's son?
You're a long way from home, aren't you? I suppose we won't be seeing you again.
Excuse me, but what was all that about earlier?
You haven't heard? Someone's been stirring up trouble. There have been attacks on the garrison, supplies stolen. They even say a Black Shield was... The Empire wants answers on what the Empire wants.
Don't they just?
Keep your ears open, eh? The Black Shields will pay good court. You'd have to be dull as a sack of stones to think you could take on the Empire. What with their 100 full legions?
We're going hunting for outlaws.
I heard it were 1,000.
Word is, Port Isolde's closed her gates to all but the Highborn, and now a great camp sprung up along the walls.
Run along now, before one of the boys starts thinking you're something you're not.
What are those legs from, Father?
Stay in there.
You seen them, didn't you?
I'm sorry.
The Black Shields. At least I think they was the Black Shields. Can't say I ever saw one before.
Was this the first time they visited the village?
What do you think? Amber's the arse end of nowhere. And they thought we might be harbouring. If only we were. I might have turned them in and become a Black Shield myself.
You don't think these firebrands the Empire is looking for could be us, do you?
I don't know.
How'd you get it?
But we need to find out.
2 more left to join the garrison this very morning.
At this rate, there'll be none left to help with the harvest.
Greetings, friend.
I know that. What do you want?
We couldn't help noticing those Imperial...
Don't you go telling these strangers a thing. I speak for the people of this village, and we have nothing more to say to you. You are to leave Amber and never come back.
May I at least ask why?
I don't know who you are or what brings you here, but your presence puts us all in grave danger. The Empire is a harsh master. Its demands are great, and its justice swift, but as some might call it, submission. But if it will spare my people the Viceroy's wrath, that this village will not...
Then we shall be on our way. These people live with a knife to their throats. In the mistaken belief that if they cooperate, my mother will show them mercy.
Obedience bought with fear.
Are you all right?
Sorry, It's nothing. We still don't know who the Black Shields are looking for.
Well, whoever they are. But other than Martha, who else in Rosette? A new ally would certainly be welcome. Can we find them before the Imperials do? Perhaps the next village will yield more answers.
Perhaps.
Ready, go? This pass will take us through the mountains.
And directly into the path of whoever or whatever lurks here.
Thanks, girl. Ever since the appointed tree, we've seen more and more of these echoes.
What do you think is waking him? The Mother Crystal's collapse?
I have an idea. You're not going to like it. Get him! Over here! This one. This one. More of my mother's men. Come on. Faster! This might take a while.
Blood, Clive.
And still wet.
You were told to stay in your homes.
The Black Shields.
You know who we are. And still, you would bear your steel. Why then, we owe you our thanks. You have to dwell in darkness, that we may purge the night.
Say that again. I'll show you a true shield of Rosaria. Tell me what I want and the end will be swift. Who are you looking for?
Why, you. We come bearing a message. Your friends have been found. The branded you freed from our camps. They await you in Odil. Guardians of the Flame.
Those are Old Hill's gates.
Then we hurry. Find something, boy. Death.
Oh, found her.
This was my mother's doing.
But why? Why would anyone...
I don't know. I never truly understood her. But this...
Oh, Clive.
I will learn what madness drives her, and I will end it. We should go.
Yes.
We can't leave them here like this.
We won't. But if the Black Shields have made it this far south, they may already be in Port Isolde.
We're approaching Buick Bridge. Though I doubt the Empire would let us cross over to Rosabeth. Back to the stables, Carl.
Didn't happen to come by way of Oldhill, did you? Saw some Imperials clad in black making for the docks just the other day. The next morn, you couldn't see the sun for all the ravens.
I did, Mummy! I could hear him shouting from down the road.
Hush now. You didn't hear nothing.
They tell us there's a curfew, then refuse us passage back.
Passage to the provincial capital is restricted to Imperial Army personnel.
The gates are closed! Be gone!
To sell my wares.
They're all Rosarian.
But this is their home.
The Empire would have us live in the Deadlands.
You find no succor to the south travellers, nor beyond the Buick.
Don't go thinking you'll find refuge in the houses outside Port Isolde. The place is a wretched hive of thieves and blackguards.
Ambrosia won't help me here. Come on. Faster!
Over here!
Stay down! You're finished!
Get him! To me, boy! Ogle, kill! Get him!
Nice try.
Over here! Attack! This one! Sicker!
Stay down!
It's over.
Fly, Ambrosia.
You deserve a rest.
Yeah!
The Lazarus. What happened to this place?
My mother happened. The nobles who lived here didn't stand a chance. I told my uncle better. This one. Get off. Hold on. Kill. Go for it. To me, boys. Get him! I've heard Torgal. Attack! Well done, I've heard Torgal. Thanks, boy. All yours, Torgal. Sick! To me, boy. Help me, boy. Come on. Fly, Ambrosia. That's the main gate. And it looks like we're not the only ones hoping to get in.
Let us pass! My children are starving!
Have mercy.
Voice-rinsed dogs they are! You can't ignore us forever!
Let us in, or we'll die on your doorstep!
Better out there than in here.
No, get enough for
Fuck off. Hang the chinless bastards. Those crystals belong to us all. I said, where were you, filth?
Back to your
stalls. Cut you down where you stand.
Destroy it!
No chance of slipping through unnoticed. We'll need to find another way in. I thought we might be able to reason with the guards. Or at least bribe them.
I suspect everyone in that crowd thought the same. Was that the only way in?
Officially, yes. Strictly speaking, no. My uncle once told me that the nobles had tunnels built, so that they could visit town without having to walk amongst the rabble. The Lazarus. We'll find our way into the city there.
If you're sure. The entire place looked abandoned. Do you think it's safe?
As long as it is abandoned.
I hear there's trouble in Rosaria.
Well, don't just stand there gawping. It'd better all be here. Is that all? And what can I do for you? Come again. Or don't. I'm not much bothered either way.
On autumn's breath, tidings born.
Think it's all right to touch him?
Those men didn't hurt Martha, did they?
Back, are ya? What do you want? Anything else?
If you told me you could fire a forge without a crystal or a bearer before I came here, I'd take you for nothing.